One thing you need to make sure you're doing if you're pursuing taking high quality photos is make sure you're shooting in RAW mode, not in Jpeg. Now, shooting in RAW mode will require you to download or get a different program to edit your photos in. Because they are such large format files, they require a program that can handle the amount of information that is in the file. So what I use for editing photos is a program called Adobe Lightroom. I do actually 90 to 95% of my editing right now in Lightroom, and for me it's the #1 program I use to edit my photos. Not to mention it's the only program that I use to edit RAW photos. Now JPEG, they're great, they take good pictures, obviously the file format's fantastic, but there's not a lot of information in those photos. So when you go to edit them, you don't have as much ability to play around with the colors and the adjustments you want to make like you do in a RAW photo. So that's one of my #1 tips for new photographers or new people looking to get into hunting photography, is make sure your camera is set to shooting in the RAW file. But again, if you shoot in RAW, you will have to download a program that can handle those files. My 2 cents is go out and grab Adobe Lightroom. Now you can grab Photoshop too. Photoshop is great, it just requires a lot more research on how to use it. There's a lot more confusing aspects to Lightroom, or to Photoshop, whereas Lightroom, it's a lot simpler to learn, and it's a lot simpler to go about making adjustments. So before your next shoot, or before the next time you go out, make sure to switch your camera over to RAW mode and go pick up Adobe Lightroom. It's around $10, I think, a month. It is a little bit expensive, but it certainly is worth it and will make your pictures look 10 times better once you get a couple of tricks down. In the next episode, I'll show you how I edit using Adobe Lightroom. There's a lot of little tricks and techniques you can use to really make your images stand out.